Hey guys, Ron here. Welcome to another edition. Today I'm going to be showing you the home of Hal Roach. Hal Roach was a giant, a visionary in Hollywood. In fact, he had more than a career of more than 75 years where he was either actively or semi-actively involved in the film business. He died at 100 years old. Oh, see, just when I start speaking, I see the first person I've seen on the street. 100 years old, and at his home here in Brentwood, California. And what's really interesting is, among other things, that his home is only about 3 doors down from where O.J. Simpson lived during the famous Nicole Brown Simpson murders. Now, who owns the house now? Well, I did a little digging, and of course, naturally, since most of these homes are either CEOs, physicians, lawyers, or producers, writers, directors, actors, the current owner is a CEO. He's a CEO of a technology communication and technology communication business, and Forbes or someone lists his net worth at around $25 million, but who knows? Could be more than that. Anyway, and I just passed the home of a couple of producers of some very well-known shows, 70s, 80s, and 90s, created TV series, and the home of yet another CEO. We're talking, if I can show you the neighborhood a little in the gates, we're talking big bucks. This is a very beautiful Brentwood neighborhood. Yeah, so I'll try to get you a better view later, but we can see a lot of walls and a nice wide quiet street. It's nice because typically all you see are construction crews, gardeners, landscapers, mail truck going by. Very, very quiet, beautiful neighborhood. Anyway, let's talk a little bit more about Hal Roach. I'll show you some of the neighborhood here. Hal Roach started as a prospector in the Alaskan wilderness. He did everything. He was a mule skinner in Oklahoma. Then he became a Hollywood extra, cowboy in westerns, obviously during silent films. He founded Hal Roach Studios, and like I said, he worked in the business for 75 years. He discovered Laurel and Hardy. He was, Hal Roach Studios was about the growing demand for, turning around there, the growing demand for comedies, mainly in the early part of the century. He eventually turned to TV shows and did all kinds of things. I'm reading through some notes because, again, just like with some of the other people I've been doing recently, there's just so much to talk about. The lives were so, this man was such a visionary. He won dozens of awards. He got a Lifetime Achievement Award in 1984, and in 1992, around this way a little bit, in 1992, I believe it was about a week before his 100th birthday, he went on the Johnny Carson show, The Tonight Show, and he did a little hula dance, came on by himself. I'd love to see that, actually. I think I'm going to try to pull that up. I know that was Carson's last year before he retired, and he wanted to have all the special people in his life on, or people he thought really were worthy of being in his last couple of shows. Anyway, Roach was on that show, and he was still traveling abroad and presumably in really good shape. As a matter of fact, he outlived 3 of his children by 20 years. That's unheard of. That I've really never heard before. And he basically died of old age at age 100. He got pneumonia. His heart was a little weakened after a great life. And he passed away here in Los Angeles. And with all we hear, and again, this is just speculation, but all we hear about people in Hollywood being alcoholics and drug addicts and living life in the fast lane, and dying an early death, live fast, die young, leave a good-looking corpse, the whole John Belushi thing. For someone, and a multimillionaire, perhaps a billionaire, to live to be age 100 and die of natural causes, to me, it blows my mind. And he was only married twice, not 5, 6, or 10 times. So Hal Roach was really a man with a vision and a man of obviously great discipline and focus. So in a minute, I'll bring you by the house and we'll take a look. Okay, folks, hold on one second. I'll be right back with you. Just wanted to show you guys for a second. This is the old OJ house right here. It's not here anymore. Oh, and I think the Amazon delivery guy's going there. So I think I'll cut it off for now. But that's the old OJ house. By the way, let me just clarify. What I just showed you was the former location of OJ's residence when the Nicole Brown Simpson, Ron Goldman murders went down. However, that house, OJ moved to Florida, and that house was completely knocked down by the subsequent buyer. So the house I just showed you, the old OJ Simpson residence, that's a new structure, and new owners lived there, or at least owned it quite a long time. And after OJ's arrest, after OJ got out of prison, I should say, for his arrest, for theft of property and so on and so forth, he moved to Las Vegas, where I believe he is now. Okay, we'll be back with you in a second, folks. Okay, folks, so that's a pretty good view. Almost as always, can you see the car going in? Almost every time now when I'm about to shoot a house, film a house, the resident of the house either drives out or drives in the gates. So looks like the lady of the home just drove in with her SUV. Oh, why didn't I get the mark? Now, see the gate's still open there? God, I always miss it by like 30 seconds. And there's the gate closing. I see a Porsche SUV in there. There she goes. I see a BMW SUV. And wow, they still don't see me filming. See she's getting into the BMW SUV, taking out packages or something. There's looks like a brand new Cadillac Escalade. Oh boy, I'll tell you, life is rough, huh? So that is the beautiful home, former home. So you're gonna make you a little bigger? Nope. That's the former beautiful home of Hal Roach, legendary Hal Roach Studios. I don't want to get too close because I can see they're unloading packages or whatever they're doing in there. So that's it. It's a beautiful home. And I'm just trying to hear what's going on. So my name is Ron, and if you like my channel, please subscribe. Please leave comments in the comment section, and please give me likes because I would like it, and we know that the algorithm of YouTube is certainly affected by likes. So please do that for me if you can. And by the way, if you do subscribe, please leave, if you do subscribe, I'm distracted when there's people at the house that I'm filming. If you do subscribe, please hit the little bell icon next to the subscribe button, and that way you'll be notified as to when I post, which is frequently these days. Okay, folks, thanks very much. Again, my name is Ron, and I will see you at the next location. Over and out for now. Bye-bye.